Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. One more video. Is actually the 8th video that I'm doing on the row. This is a record. I've never done that before, basically. Well, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, feel free to subscribe because we are just talking about traveling, solo traveling, food and tips. These are the main things that I talk about in my channel. Yes. Right. Today in the cover of this, basically what do we have here? This is finished. This is not finished yet, but it will be soon. There are some really nice biscuits that my really cute and adorable Japanese sister sent me from Japan. In the Japan, like, have you watched the video? I'll link it up here. So this one, they're so delicious. I'm made of chocolate, and then yeah, look at the package, how cute it is. This is from Japan. Everything in Japan is cute, colorful. You don't understand anything, but you just want to buy it for the sake of the way it look, basically. Right, why did I say that you must learn how to appreciate different food? And when I mean different food, I'm talking about international food. So when you're traveling, it happens loads of time, and it's not me talking about other people, that they always go somewhere, especially like in Asian countries, because when you go to a Western country, it's a bit different. You know, probably the cuisine is very similar to yours if you are coming from Europe or from Western world, basically. But when you go to Asia, it always happens that some people, they cannot deal with trying food, local food there. What they do, they go and look for their own food. And this is something that, for two reasons, I believe is a big mistake. One, the main one, let's put it that way, is because you're not in your country. And let's say I'm Italian and I want to eat pizza or like pasta, and I want to go to an Italian restaurant, or maybe there isn't an Italian restaurant, so I just go somewhere where they do pizza or like any kind of Western food, like in Thailand. But how can you expect to be the same as at home? I would never go and look for, hold on, the phone is in, okay. I would never go somewhere abroad and look for my own cuisine, because I like food. And if you love food, you wouldn't know, you would know that you shouldn't do that, because the taste is not going to be the same. Obviously, it's going to be just like a reproduction of what, you know, your food should taste like, but it's not quite the same because you're not there. There was my grandfather that when I was a little child, he used to tell me, if you are from Naples and you go to North Italy, don't go and ask for pizza. Go there and ask for their local food. And this is something that I do every time I'm traveling. If I go somewhere, I want to go and ask for the local food. Second reason why I believe that this is something very, very wrong to do is because you are in a country where everything is new to you, right? And there isn't any, like, there isn't the best thing than trying the local food, because there is something that if you try it there, it's not going to be the same somewhere else. Like, let's say when I tried the rice paper rolls in Sydney in a Vietnamese restaurant, for how good they were, but it wasn't even comparable to the rice paper rolls that I had in Vietnam, where we were sitting on the table with locals. I made friends there, and they were teaching me how to make it, because there in Vietnam, most of the places, they don't serve it already done, already made for you. So it's very cool to see how their life, their daily life is around food as well. Because when it's about food, you see the genuine people, like, in their daily life. How can I explain that? I don't know how to explain it better. But the fact of sitting at the table and seeing them, how they approach to their local cuisine, it's something so fascinating. And if you will go to Pizza Express or like McDonald's somewhere abroad, it's not going to be the same. What are you going to tell when you come back? What kind of experience, what kind of memories would you have about it? So, like, for instance, in Vietnam, we were about to roll it, and I had no clue And I wasn't even embarrassed about it. I was just laughing about it because it's normal. And don't be afraid that if you do mistakes when trying something local. So there are probably two reasons why you wouldn't try it. One, because you're a bit skeptical about the taste. Two, probably because you don't feel confident that probably you might make a mistake while eating it. You're probably not eating it in the right way. But who cares? And trust me, the locals are going to be the least one to care about it, because they can see that you're not from there. So they're not going to judge you into something that they're supposing that you don't know how to do it. So just maybe like laugh about yourself, you know. So when I was there, I had literally no clue on how to roll it. And I was looking at him like, what the heck is he doing? How can he roll it? What is he doing? And he like came to my, basically to my rice paper roll and say, okay, let me do it for you. Let me show you how it works. And that is something that has no price, apart from the rice paper rolls that we paid for. But that kind of experience has no price. That kind of connection that you make with the locals has no price. This is what I am looking for when I'm traveling. And this is something that it's a shame that some people are afraid to do, because trust me, the kind of experience you make is a totally different one. And I remember that I tried things that I liked and things that I didn't like that much. Like, or probably they were a bit weird, but it's something that is part of me now, that if I wouldn't have had that was a hard sentence. If I wouldn't have had that, I wouldn't know what I'm talking about right now, right? Like, for instance, my Vietnamese friend, she took me to this bar, cocktail bar, quite in that area. And we had some shots, and it was, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a juice, like alcoholic thing with an oyster, the whole oyster, without the shell, obviously, inside. It was this massive thing. And you had to just drink it in one gulp. So it was something very challenging, but I enjoyed it. And I was like, you know what, this is a challenge that I want to take, and let me see how far I can go with trying things that I never tried before. It was fun. Sometimes I regretted it. Sometimes I was like, that was really good. It looked bad, but then at the end it was maybe delicious. In Japan as well, I had so many weird things. And don't get me wrong, I mean weird because we don't have them here where I was born or where I'm living in, but it was so cool the way they do it, and you get to taste new flavors that probably, as I do now in my life, my daily life, I mix them together with my own cuisine. So I'm taking the best out of every kind of food that I've had in my travels into my food, my daily food. And this creates a flavor, new flavor of a mixture of flavors that I love. So imagine how cool is that? And if you want to know some of the things that I mix with, let me know. I can make a video about it, because I like to do, how can I say? I am not as normal as probably other people are, maybe. That's what I've been told. But I like to do different things. I like to be different. And yeah, my food is different as well. Anyways, I hope that this helped you, and please go there, travel and try. I'm not telling you to go and eat like street food if you're not sure about what it is, but just go to a restaurant, sit down, and sometimes go for something that you don't know what it is. Just try. Sometimes you might regret it, but you're gonna laugh. You're gonna have a good memory, a good story when you come back home. And you know, yeah, I went to this restaurant, I had no clue what it was written in there, and just picked something. Something was delicious, a weird taste, a weird texture. Then you're gonna have a story to tell. I'll leave you with this. And as always, have a great life. I love you all. Bye.